fellow geeks, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a bit of a different video. I am going to be doing a YouTube tag challenge, and if you don't know what that is, these tag challenges are questions based on different fandoms, interests, just different things like that, that YouTubers tag each other and they'll do videos. I haven't been tagged because I don't know anybody on YouTube because I'm new. But I saw some of these videos and they looked like a fun thing to do. So if you haven't guessed, I'm doing a Harry Potter tag challenge today. So there's going to be some questions. I'm just going to go through the questions and just kind of talk about Harry Potter, which I love to do because it's my favorite thing ever. So, and I'm all decked out because of that. Got my headband, my Hufflepuff tie, my shirt. So I'm all decked out to do this video today. So first of all, the first question is favorite book. My favorite book is The Prisoner of Azkaban because it is the best. It has time travel. It has about the Marauders, which I love the Marauders. They're like one of my favorite things about Harry Potter, story-wise. And I remember the first time I got this book. I had read the other ones. This is the first one that was new when I got it. The other ones have been out for a couple years. But I just remember taking it home and just reading it for hours and hours. And I love this book so much. It's my favorite. So my least favorite book is gonna be probably Half-Blood Prince. I'm not a big fan of that one. I think it's cool that we learn about Voldemort more. Voldemort, however you say it, because I know everyone says it differently. So we find out about him more and about his background, which is really interesting. But I really disliked Harry in that book. He was so obsessed with following Draco all the time, which was annoying. I can't stand Ginny. Like, him and Ginny, it just seemed to come out of total nowhere. So that's not like my favorite book. It's my least favorite. Sorry. My favorite movie is, so I really love The Prisoner of Azkaban because it's my favorite book, and I love the style that movie is in, which I know a lot of people don't like that, but I really like the direction and everything with that movie. They did leave like my favorite parts out though. So my other one would probably be Order of the Phoenix. I like that, yes, Harry is a whiny teenager in it, but not as bad as he is in the book. I also really love the Dumbledore's army bit of it. I love when they go to the ministry and all that happens there. I hate Umbridge, but she's such a great character to hate, so I also like it because of that. Although Sirius died, which was sad. But, and my least favorite movie is, again, Half-Blood Prince. I didn't like that movie, like, at all. I mean, I liked it, of course, it's Harry Potter, so I liked it. But again, for the reasons I said about the book, I also just liked it. They also put some weird scenes in, like the fight at the Burrow that didn't happen, and Ginny and Harry just were so awkward in it. Like, oh my god, don't get together. So that would be my least favorite movie. My favorite quote would be, do not dwell on dreams and forget to live. For some reason, that has always stuck out to me throughout the books, from the very first. I also really like the quote, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. I had to look because I have it like right there. So I really liked both of those quotes. I think they're really timely. The second one especially is timely right now. And then the first one, I've always been in my head a lot. you know, imagining. So I kind of have, sometimes I have to remember I gotta live instead of living in my head, you know. Okay, so that was just a general questions. These are about characters now. So my favorite Weasley, I love Ron. He's my favorite. I love him. Like, how can you not love him? Weasley is my king, you know. He's funny, but he's really real. Like, I mean, he gets mad at Harry and Hermione and everyone about different things, and I don't know, I always, I appreciate that J.K. Rowling wrote her characters as real people and not, you know, everyone's perfect and they don't have flaws. Everyone has flaws, especially Ron, but I still love him. And I especially love Rupert Grint as Ron. My favorite female character is Hermione, of course, because she is badass. Like, she is so smart, she's so independent, and she's just a great role model to look up to. I also really love Luna because she's just totally different, and I just love that. I also really like Molly. I think she's a great mother, maybe a little overprotective, and she really beat Bellatrix, which I appreciate. My favorite villain, I'm gonna say Umbridge, because I like love to hate her. Like, I hate her more than Voldemort, but she's kind of fun to hate, you know. Like, Voldemort, of course you hate, like, he's Hitler, but she's like fun to hate, and she's just all that pink and the cats, and just, so I like her. I think she's probably my favorite. I also really like Bellatrix. Bellatrix is really fun. I think she's a great character. She's just so crazy. Even though she killed Sirius. I know. My favorite male character. So you can't pick Harry because Harry's everyone's favorite character, because, you know, it's about Harry. It's so hard. My other ones would probably be, I love Remus Lupin. Like, he's always been one of my favorites. I love him. I love, like, his story, and I love how he is with Harry and him and Tonks, and I love him. I also really love Snape. Hero, villain, whatever you call him, I love him. Like, I think he's a great character. I understood him. I never thought he was evil, you know. I remember at the midnight release party for the last book, they were giving out stickers like, trust Snape or don't trust Snape or whatever, evil Snape. And I had a trust Snape sticker. I still have it. It's up on my bulletin board because I trust Snape. And I always trusted Snape. Except, of course, in the first book, which you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to trust him in the other books either, but I think there's something about him that I just, like, I just desperately did not think he was a bad guy. Although he is a bully. I admit that. He's a bully. He was mean to Harry. He's mean to Neville. He's mean to all of them. But, you know, he was a spy. He had to kind of do that anyway. And, you know, we're never really going to know what would have happened otherwise. So, I don't know. I like him. I know. I'm sorry. Like, some people just really hate him, but I love him. And the next one is favorite professor. So, again, Snape and Remus. Like, they were both, I love both of them. I also love McGonagall. She has some wit to her. I like that. Her and Harry have some snarky things going on. Alright. Would you rather wash Snape's hair or spend a day listening to Lockhart rant about himself? I'd say wash Snape's hair just because that wouldn't take that long. But listening to Lockhart would take all day. And I feel like Snape would look nice with his hair washed. Next question. Duel an elated Bellatrix or an angry Molly? I'd probably go with Bellatrix because Molly, I think, is scary when she gets mad. Okay, travel to Hogwarts via the Hogwarts Express or flying car? Of course, the Hogwarts Express. That's like the thing, you know, to get to Hogwarts. You ride the train, you know, and when you go to Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Orlando, like you ride the train to get to the other, to get to, you know, either Diagon Alley or Hogsmeade, and it's magical. Okay, next one. Kiss Voldemort or give Umbridge a bubble bath? Can I pass? Can I pass her both of those? Maybe I could drown Umbridge? Maybe in the bubble bath? I don't know. I think I'm gonna pass. Okay, ride a hippogriff or ride a firebolt? Oh, that's hard. I think I'd ride a hippogriff. Buckbeak. I'd ride Buckbeak, I think. I think that'd be fun. Alright, so the next section is book to movie adaptation. Is there a character which you felt differently about in the movies versus the books? I didn't look at these questions beforehand, so I might have to think a little bit with some of these. Character I felt differently about in the books. I was gonna say Ginny, but I didn't like her in either. I hated her more in the movies, let's be honest. I feel like they didn't do some of the characters justice, I guess. Particularly like Tonks and Remus and Sirius. I don't think they did them justice in the movies, just because they weren't in the movies that much. So I guess they were not as favorite in the movies. Is there a movie you prefer instead of a book? No, of course not. Like, the books are always gonna reign supreme in this case. Were there certain things I liked in the movies better than the books? Possibly. I know this is a really contentious opinion, but I actually really liked the dance between Harry and Hermione in Deathly Hallows Part 1. When they're in the tent, I know people hated that. I didn't see it as a shipping thing, I just saw it as a comfort thing. Although, I wouldn't mind if it turned into shipping, because I totally ship Harry and Hermione. Like, I wanted them together. But I really liked that scene. But as far as a total movie, no. Richard Harris or Michael Gambon as Dumbledore? Another question that's kind of hard. I like Michael Gambon for the wit and the fun he put into Dumbledore. And I liked Richard Harris because he did see more of the kindly old grandfather figure. And he looked more of what I thought Dumbledore would look like. If they could have mashed the two together, I think that would have been perfect. But Richard Harris was like I said, the grandfatherly, but then you kind of realize that he wasn't really like that. Not really, like, you know, he's done all this stuff and he's kept so much from Harry that you can kind of see him turn into not the greatest character, I guess. Which would be like Michael Gambon. Like, you see that almost. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know. But that would be my answer. Next question is, I gotta find it. Your top thing, person or event, which wasn't included in the movie that annoyed you most. The Marauders' backstory in Prisoner of Azkaban, that annoyed me the most. That was my favorite part of that book. Learning about that, and they totally like threw it all out the window. I felt like they didn't include like hardly any of it. That still makes me mad. Like, I'm still like, I wish they really would have put that in. Trying to think what else there could be. I'll have to think about that. I'm sure there's others, like, but that's like the one that I can think of like right now. If you could remake any of the Potter movies, which would it be? Honestly, I would remake all of them into 8-hour movies, so we got every single piece of the book in it. Okay, the next section is Hogwarts. Which house was your first gut feeling you'd be a part of? Probably Hufflepuff. I've always been a Hufflepuff. I've always been the friend, the listener, So I've always felt a kinship with that house in particular, even though, you know, when I was little, when I read it, of course I wanted to be a Gryffindor. I mean, who didn't? But realistically, I knew, like, Hufflepuff was my house. Which house were you actually sorted into on Pottermore? Hufflepuff, Hufflepuff, and Hufflepuff. Once I got Slytherin, but I was having a bad day when I did that. But every other quiz I've ever taken, it's always been Hufflepuff. Which class would be my favorite? I think potions would be really fun because I like cooking, and I've never taken chemistry, but pretty much the same, you know, idea. So I think I'd really like that, or charm. Pretty much, I mean, you're learning magic. Pretty much any class would be my favorite if I got to learn magic, except maybe history of magic. But no, I would like that too because I'm a history nerd. So all of them. Which spell do you think would be the most useful to learn? The summoning spell, Accio or Accio. I've heard it both ways. You pick which you say. I say Accio personally. You know, just to summon things to me. That would be great. Which character do you think at Hogwarts you'd instantly become best friends with? Probably Hermione or Luna. I'd want to definitely be friends with Luna. Like, she's really cool and different. And I think we'd have, you know, some interesting conversations. Okay, and if you could own one of the 3 Hallows, which would it be? I think I'd own the invisibility cloak. Just to be invisible and I can do things and nobody would see. That'd be nice. I could get to places without people talking to me or, you know, whatever. And I think that would be great. Is there any aspect of the books you'd want to change? This can be a character, an event, anything. Oh, that's so hard. I wish that Snape was a better person in the books, like more redeemable than people think that he, you know, a lot of people think he's not. I think he is, but I wish that would have been shown more in the books. Maybe some more things that he would have done to help the cause instead of hurting it, and maybe even helping Harry. So I would say that. Favorite Marauder, Moony, of course. If you could bring back one character to life, which would it be? Oh, that's so hard. How can I just pick one? There's Dobby, there's Remus, there's Snape, there's Fred, there's Sirius. I'm sure there's more. Cedric, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Who cares about Cedric? Nobody cares about him. But, Snape or Remus, probably. Tonks. Oh, Tonks. Dobby. Any of them. Like, they were all, like, some of my favorite characters. They didn't get enough time. So I would say all of them. And Hedwig, too. Poor Hedwig. And the last question is Hallows or Horcruxes? I think I like the Hallows better. I like the invisibility cloak. I like that, you know, the resurrection stone. If you use it right, you can talk to people that you love that you've lost. The wand, I'm not into power so much, so maybe that wouldn't be for me, but I think I would like Hallows better than Horcruxes. I don't think I'd want to kill people for Horcruxes. So, I don't know about you. But yeah, so that's my tag. If you're a YouTuber and you like Harry Potter and, you know, I consider you tagged, you can go do this and that'll be awesome. Link it if you do, link it. I'm not sure if anybody watches these, but you know, that'd be fun. We could start a new round of this. So that's my video. Thanks for watching. I thought it went okay. I had fun talking about Harry Potter because it's like something I love to talk about. And I'll probably do some more of these for different things. Maybe Disney. I saw one for Gilmore Girls, so maybe I'll do that. If you like Gilmore Girls, like, I love that show. So maybe I'll do some more of these because they're pretty fun. So yeah, Bye. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.